Welcome to thewebmaster.com. Today, we'll be looking into web hosting uptime guarantees to see if they're worth the paper that they are written on. Most web hosting providers offer an uptime guarantee as part of their marketing strategy to promote their uptime performance. After all, who would willingly guarantee their uptime for 99.99 or even 100% if they knew that they would not meet their obligations? Do you know how many hours your website is permitted to be offline under your hosting provider's uptime guarantee? We thought not. Web hosting providers usually advertise their uptime guarantee as a percentage. The percentage for the uptime guarantee can vary anywhere from 99% to 100%. Sounds great, right? Well, it does until you convert those percentages into hours. Let's take a look first at 99%. As you can see, this permits just over 7 hours of downtime per month. What about 99.9%? This is getting better, but still allows for nearly 45 minutes of downtime every month. Even 99.99% allows nearly 5 minutes of downtime every month. I know, a little bit more downtime than you were expecting, right? So, what is an acceptable amount of downtime? 5 minutes downtime per month is not unreasonable for a cheap hosting plan. Without an expensive load balance system, then a very small amount of downtime is inevitable. Where it gets complicated is when you look at what is counted as downtime. Let's first look at the dictionary definition. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, in the context of a web server, it is defined as time during which a computer or machine is not working. But it is not that simple. Let us take a look at the definition given by two well-known web hosting providers. A Small Orange offer a 99.9% uptime guarantee, but it only applies to shared web hosting plans. Unfortunately, they have a long list of causes of downtime that are not eligible for compensation. That includes things like scheduled maintenance or third-party software failure. SiteGround's uptime guarantee covers all services, but similarly also has a long list of exclusions. The big issue with SiteGround is that they base their guarantee on the average downtime over a 12-month period. Therefore, a troublesome month can easily be absorbed by other good months. So, assuming you qualify for compensation under the uptime guarantee, how much would you be compensated? In a similar way to the definition of downtime, this is heavily dependent on the terms and conditions for your individual web hosting provider. Let us take a look at the two web hosting providers we commented on earlier. Firstly, let's take a look at a Small Orange. Assuming you have their $5.84 per month shared hosting plan, you can see the different amounts that would be paid. It's amazing that a prolonged downtime of 5 hours, for example, would pay out less than $1. Next, let's look at the compensation offered by SiteGround. SiteGround, on first look, appears to be more generous. They give you an entire month of additional service for downtime between 99% and 99.9%. However, if you work in the fact that they average their downtime figures over a 12-month period, you can see the potential payouts on the $9.99 shared hosting plan. As you can see, to qualify for any payment, you have to suffer significantly more downtime. It actually works out as 7 hours and 18 minutes before compensation is made. Why it is not just about downtime, but consistent performance that matters. Taking downtime or uptime on its own is not sufficient. Many hosting providers may go through extensive periods where performance is affected, primarily due to overloaded servers. Under the service level agreements, there is no guarantee against this. For this reason, it is important to monitor your web hosting provider not only for uptime, but also performance. Monitoring services such as Pingdom can help with this. Assuming you manage to qualify, is a few dollars sufficient enough to compensate for hours of downtime? No, it is most definitely not. Lengthy or repeated periods of downtime can cost a business much more in sales or advertising revenue than the levels of compensation being paid out. So yes, in my humble opinion, uptime guarantees are worthless.